All right, I'm sorry, one more time.
Jonas de Ronville.
23MM1224AO, is he resolving this?
Yes, Your Honor, the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to the Lennox bus station.
Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept your no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days. With credit for 2 days, your costs, I'll give you a year to pay, and there's a no return to the Lynx bus station at 455 North Garland Avenue, 30 days to appeal. Good luck.
Sir.
All right. 23MM1221, petty theft, temporary appoint waiver roll.
Waive, Your Honor.
All right, I'll stay the bond.
They would just ask for no return.
All right, no return to the scene. Your name, sir?
Alistair Johnson.
23MM1226AO, battery. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and I'll stay your bond at 500, no contact with the alleged victim. Your name, ma'am?
Nakia Landers. Sir.
All right, you're out on bond on a loitering for unlawful purposes, do we have a case number on that one?
It's
Oh, 23 CO 201 AO. And then you're here today in 23 MM 1234 AO, trespass after warning. Review that affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and I'll set your bond at $500, no return to the scene, and I'll take no action on the case that you're out on bond. Your name, sir?
Gerson Luna.
23 MM 1229 AO, trespass on property after warning. Review the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and I'll stay your bond, no return to the scene. Do we have an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. The offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to the Disney properties. Yeah, may I approach, Your Honor?
Yep. Is your signature on this form? Yes or no?
Yes.
You pleading guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept your no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days with credit for 2 days, and a no return to any Disney properties. 30 days to appeal and a year to pay. Good luck.
No.
Yana, can we skip over Barry Macon for just a moment?
Yeah.
Laura Moore, she bonded.
Hold on. More bonded. How about Pratt? Okay. Your name?
Vincent Pratt. Vincent Pratt.
23 MM 124AW, battery. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. I'll stay your bond at $500. No contact with the alleged victim. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Oh, yeah, PD appointed, sorry. Your name, ma'am?
Rebecca Price.
23 MM 1227AO, larceny. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Does she want to resolve it, a bond or PTR?
PTR, Your Honor.
All right. PTR, no return to the scene. Is that our John Doe? Yeah. All right. Your name, sir?
Wills.
Your first name?
G.
All right, 23 MM 1218 AO, exposure of sexual organs, first offense. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney? Wells?
I'm listening. I was going to respond.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you heard.
Oh, I apologize. Say it again. You said public attorney or hire an attorney?
Or represent yourself?
Who's going to represent me? The young lady right here?
The very competent young lady, yes.
All right. All right.
So you want, okay. Do you have a job?
No, I'm homeless.
Okay. Any sources of income?
Homeless.
Any sources of income?
Sir, I'm really homeless, sir.
You gotta answer.
I'm not asking about your
I don't
housing
have no
situation.
income unless I ask for money, sir.
I'm not asking about your housing situation for the third time. I'm going to ask you, do you have any sources of
No,
income?
I do not have no income.
All right. I'll go ahead. I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. I'll stay your bond. Having found PC.
Told y'all, homeless.
We roll this, Your Honor.
All right. Roll to tomorrow. Is it slow?
Do him, make a, right here.
Okay, yeah, on my fingers, yeah. Thank you.
What's his name? What's his name? Goodrich?
Yes. Raymond Goodrich.
Thank you.
Are you going to plea this case out, Raymond?
It's static.
I'm sorry?
Are you going to resolve your case today?
I'd like to, yes.
Are you pleading guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Okay.
And the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt. Oh, credit time served, no return to 11250 East Colonial Drive, Your Honor.
How many days does he have? Oh, but it's a failure to appear. Ay, Dios mío, 23 mm 63. Ayo. I'll accept your no contest plea. I will adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days with credit for 2 days, 1 year to pay your costs, and a no return to 11250 East Colonial Drive. 30 days to appeal. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I just-
Your name, sir?
Cedric Harrison.
It's just the plea.
All right, out on bond, carrying concealed firearm, 22 CF 13077 AO. Here today, 23 CT 1268 AO. No valid driver's license. According to your financial affidavit, you do not qualify for the services of the public defender. The public defender is for individuals that are indigent, that cannot afford a lawyer. All right? So I'm gonna set your bond at $500. I'm gonna take no action on the case that you're out on bond. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Thank you.
Your Honor, the state did convey an offer to
Oh.
Mr. Harrison. It says the PD is not appointed. The offer to resolve was an adjudication and credit.
You wanna take that offer?
Yes.
All right. Is this your signature?
Yes.
Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
Accept your no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days with credit for 2 days. Your costs, I'll give you a year to pay, 30 days to appeal. Good luck, and I will still take no action on the case that you're out on bond.
Christopher Mosley is bonded.
All right? How about Parker?
Yes, sir.
That's you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Out on bond on a DUI refusal, 21 CT 2147 AO. Here today, 21 CT 2153 AO on a failure to appear on a DUI. According to this, you failed to appear for pretrial conference. Your bond on this is set at no bond.
I didn't know I had trial. I'll be, yes, sir, I'll be quiet.
All right, hang tight. You're also here in 23 MO 263 AO. You know, the issue with that is that, when did you fail to appear?
And
I was
Your-
told 2 different dates by the officer and by here. I don't know.
Your Honor, on the open case that we have a FAD for, that was actually entered in error. They've already revoked that release and issued a KPS.
On which one?
And on the one that we have a first appearance
Oh,
detainer
with
on,
the
on the
refusal?
2147.
So she missed that court date too?
Yes, and they have issued a KPS.
Okay. All right, so then you're here, so you're, and is it a no bond?
Yeah, the KPS is pending.
Yeah.
They just need to get it in the
All
system.
right, and then 23 MO 263 AO, found probable cause, I'll stay your bond at 250. Appoint the public defender on all your cases if they're not already appointed. All right, your name, sir?
Stephen Joel Tompkins.
All right, 1993, CT 17473, failure to appear on a DUI. On a VOP hearing, your bond is set at $4,000. Are you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney?
I believe we were appointed, Your Honor, when I
Okay.
looked in the system.
All right, so you're already on the case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you originally on that case in 93, counsel? No? Okay.
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Wasn't sure either. You could talk to her a little bit. This guy wants to have his day in court. I don't want him to wait any longer. What's your name? All right, 23 CF 2421 AO, trafficking in fentanyl greater than 4 grams. Sale and delivery of fentanyl and possession of fentanyl. Review that affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and, let's-
Your Honor, state has no objection to, the state would ask that you stay count 1, reduce count 2 to 5,000, and then reduce count 3.
all right, I'll set count 1 at 75,000, count 2 at 150, count 3 at 150. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. $150 on each. Yep. Yep. Your name, ma'am?
Crystal Allen.
All right, 22 CF 6867 AO, you're here on a failure to appear on a felony warrant, possession of MDMA. According to this, you failed to appear for a status hearing January 12th. Your bond is set at no bond. I'll appoint the public defender if they're not already appointed. Do you have a lawyer on that case?
Yes, Your Honor, it's ours case.
All right. Your name, ma'am?
Maria Alejandra Amador.
All right, 23 CF 2405 AO, you're here on grand theft, 3rd degree of a motor vehicle. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. Appoint the public defender. You're also here in 23 CT 1272 AO on a driving while license suspended, found probable cause on that case. On the grand theft, 3rd degree, I'll set your bond at 2,500. On the driving while license suspended, 100. I'll appoint the public defender on both of those cases. And do we know anything about these holds out of Broward?
See if there's any bonds with them. She's got 3 Broward County
like-
warrants.
Grand
One,
theft.
yeah, one is crim mischief, bond 500. A Dwillis and unlawful tag, that doesn't look like it has a bond. And then a grand theft with no bond.
All right, so even if you do post these bonds, understand Broward County's gonna hold you and then come get you, okay?
I don't understand.
You got warrants out of Broward, so we're not gonna let you go until Broward comes and gets you.
For what? I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Grant,
Oh, grand theft, same stuff, traffic offenses and
Mischief,
stealing,
Grand theft in Broward?
Broward.
I don't think I'm aware of, seriously, I don't think I'm aware of that.
okay, listen to me.
We are now,
You gotta post this. Come get you.
Sorry,
Yep.
the grand theft of us, are you raising?
2,500, yeah. She's got warrants for the same offense.
You're gonna sit here till you resolve that, and then that's when
You don't have to call me sir.
until the case is
How
resolved.
much is 2,000 for one day?
So you gotta call the bond, and you gotta go. Those are the people.
All right, ma'am, what's your name in the back? What is it? All right, you're out on bond on a grand theft, 22 CF 14672 AO. You're here today in 23 CF 2399 AO, possession of paraphernalia, possession of cocaine, possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause, and I'll stay your bonds in that case. You also have 22 CF 14765 AO, larceny, petty theft via arrest warrant. According to that, your bond's set at $1,500 with conditions: no return to the scene, no contact with the victim, and no contact with any co-defendants.
Yes, sir.
And in this new, and then in the case that you're out on bond, I'll revoke your release. In that case, let the judge assign to that case determine what a reasonable bond is for you. I'll appoint the public defender on all 3 of your cases if they haven't already been appointed.
No, do not talk about the facts. what's the question?
Is that because that charge is from the same one that he added on a same charge? I didn't go back and do anything else. I promise I didn't. That grand theft charge, like, he reviewed the case, I guess he added more charges and then put one on. I went to.
They did, it's from the same date.
Yes, ma'am.
So okay.
I'm sorry.
The grand thefts are from the same date, but the drug stuff is
New law.
new.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what, it was
okay.
my, it was, ma'am, I have.
Your Honor, given, stop, I can't argue if you. Your Honor, given that, she picked up drug charges and not another theft charge, which she's out on bond for, I would ask that you consider, taking no action, but if you are inclined to revoke, I just ask that you revoke and set a new bond as opposed to holding her at no bond. She's employed and she has children.
I have 2 jobs.
Well, I mean, the issue that I have, she's got 4 failure to appears. She's got recent convictions, she's got lots of convictions, she's got 11 priors. Actually, she has 20 priors. She's out on bond, she picks up a new offense. She's got delivery of cannabis convictions, possession of cannabis convictions, paraphernalia convictions, controlled substance convictions, selling marijuana, cocaine. So it's the same, it's
Yes,
a
Your Honor.
pattern.
You're gonna have to call the attorney to set a bond.
Her risk assessment is high.
I don't got no problem.
All right,
That's a waive, Your Honor.
all right. ROR possession of fentanyl, 22 CF 10191 AO. ROR prostitution, 22 MM 7302 AO. Here today, 23 CF 2398, possession of cocaine. Temporarily appoint, stay the bond. The RORs on the fentanyl and prostitution, has the state filed on those?
Yes.
On the 10191, yes, it has been filed. And on the
They both been filed.
They both have filed.
2302, it also has been filed.
All right. I'll revoke the release and those, let the judge assign to those, determine what a reasonable bond is. Point the PD on all 3 if I didn't already.
Okay, start.
All right, sir, your name?
Carter Tyrell Brown.
All right, 23 CF 2378 AO, burglary of a dwelling and a battery. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney?
No,
So then, public defender, if you get a full one.
public offender,
You want a public defender? All
sir.
right, do you have a job?
Under table,
How much money?
probably like $100 a day.
$100 a day?
Yeah, and I was wondering if I could get a bond reduction because right now, that bond is.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna give you a lawyer or not.
Oh, yes, sir.
One step at a time, don't
Yes, sir,
worry.
yes, sir, yes,
We're
sir.
gonna, it's a team effort here.
Okay.
Oh, I do have, oh, never mind, the clerk was hiding your financial affidavit from me, which he's lied on because he wrote zeros and now he just totally makes $100 a day under the table. All right, I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Well, the last time you failed to appear was less than 3 months ago, so I'm gonna stay your bonds. No return to the scene.
And on the battery,
No,
it was
everything I-
500, Your Honor, correct?
I'll reduce it to 100.
Oh, it's 100, I'm sorry.
I thought it was already,
Yeah, it was 100. Here you go.
And it's a new
yeah,
return
I'm
of
sorry, yeah, I
contract.
thought, yeah.
He's not reducing, he said he-
Yeah, and the 100.
no, on one charge, it's 500, 600 to get out.
Oh, thanks for giving me these. I'll use them. Good luck. All right, your name?
Goins, Anthony Goins, sir.
All right, sir, you're out on bond on a possession of MDMA ecstasy, 23 CF 746 AO. You're here today in 23 CF 2403 AO, tampering with physical evidence, possession of MDMA ecstasy, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and I will stay your bonds in that case. And then on the case that you're out on bond, I'm gonna revoke your bond in that case, and I'll set it at 5,000.
You can bond out.
Your name, sir? All right, Henderson bonded. Bonded. All right. All right, sir, your name?
I think he has an attorney come in, so we probably want to, move this one.
Who's your lawyer?
He's right there. Oh,
It's walking in
I
now.
just see a big cop.
he just walked in, Your Honor.
All right. Who's your lawyer?
Only met him once. Mark, I think his first name.
He's right there.
All right. Oh, there's Mark. You ready to go on this?
Yes, Judge, I was told it was 1 o'clock, sorry.
No, you know, you're early.
I filed a notice of appearance as co-counsel yesterday, and I didn't see it on the portal just yet. John Hager is his lead counsel.
All right. 23 CF 1859AO, lewd and lascivious with a victim under 12, battery via arrest warrant. According to this warrant, the bond is set at no bond on count 1, to be set at initial appearance, and conditions no contact with the victim or any of the witnesses. State any input with regards to release on count 1?
Your Honor, given that it is a first-degree felony that is punishable by life, the state is asking that you hold him no bond pending an Arthur hearing downtown. Mr. Lang does have at least 3 prior failures to appear. One appears to be about 3 months ago. And given that we do not have the victim here to testify today, state would just ask that it stay at no bond.
All right.
Judge, he's not aware. Did you say 3 failure to appears?
Yes.
Yeah, James Lang. Yeah, his last one was November 1st.
It's a common name.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
He's never been in trouble before,
I've never
Judge.
had anything.
He's never been arrested until this charge, so I don't know what failure to appears there would be.
Get arrested in March of 1996.
96? That's a long time ago. I could have been. I don't know. Back then, I could
You
have.
say you never been in trouble. It could have been. All right,
Judge,
what's your date of birth?
8266.
You sure it's him?
I'm double checking, Your Honor.
All right.
I mean, I have not been in trouble since probably 96. I think it was a DUI maybe in 96. I don't know.
That's what it looks like.
Your Honor, there also has already been a motion for an Arthur hearing filed on the 17th.
Well, let's just make sure we got the right guy.
Mr. Hager has filed a motion for bond. We would ask the court to consider, he owns a construction company, and being incarcerated is really impacting his business. He would agree to any special conditions set by the court.
Well, I mean, let's see if the information I have is right or wrong, and then I can make a decision.
Okay. I don't know. Would a social security number help?
No, I mean, he's been arrested at least 6 times. I'm looking to see, he has a couple out of counties, so I'm not sure if I can see what they are in my system, but I'll check.
What's that?
In 96.
Are they all dating to 96 or older?
One was in 96.
No, he was arrested, well, this was for this, let me see. He had a 2004 was his most recent one,
Yeah, and that was for a debt.
other than getting arrested in Daytona for this case and then transported over here.
What was the charge in 2004?
It looks like it was a contempt.
A what?
Contempt?
Contempt.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know
apparently
if it was-
there was a failure to pay some type of court cost.
Yeah, it was where a company, from my company, I joined up with another company. I thought they were gonna pay a bill and they didn't, so people that I owed the money to came and had me arrested till I paid the bill. So then I paid the bill and they let me go. That's an 04.
Well, I reviewed the affidavit in support of the arrest warrant. I'm not gonna make a proof evident presumption great finding, but I'm inclined to stay the bond. You've already filed a motion for Arthur hearing, so we can let the judge assign to it, figure it out for him, okay?
We'd be glad to waive that, Judge, if you agreed to set a bond. He's not a flight risk. You live in Jacksonville
I live
currently?
in Jacksonville, been there for the same house for 25 years.
Why don't you take a moment and talk to the state, see if you guys can figure something out, and then get back to me.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Are these failure to appears accurate or not accurate?
I'm not seeing any in his arrest history.
Okay,
If he had any notice to appears that he FTA'd for, I wouldn't see it in there.
okay.
It looks like he does have a few on cases he wasn't arrested to that he FTA'd, but they're not showing up in his like criminal history because he wasn't arrested on them.
I'll keep going. Bonded. Andres Misharubi. Twenty-three CF 2392 AO temporarily appoint. We'll give him PTR.
And conditions with that, Your Honor? Any conditions?
Don't steal.
The statement asks for no return.
No return to the scene. Your name, ma'am?
Tori Newman.
What is it?
Tori Newman.
All right, your ROR and trafficking in fentanyl, 14 grams or more, trafficking in methamphetamines, 14 grams, possession of cocaine with intent to sell or deliver, 23 CF 182 AO. You're here today in 23 CF 2415, trafficking in methamphetamine greater than 28 grams. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, never mind. I'll go ahead and I'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. I'll stay your bond in that case. I'll revoke your release in the case that your ROR, let the judge assign to that case determine what a reasonable bond is for you.
Your Honor,
No contact with the co-defendants either.
I'd ask that you take no action. She was released on ROR due to a notice of non-filing before on the 33rd day. So I'd ask that you take no action on the out on bond.
You know, I previously reviewed the affidavit in support. I mean, if she's out on ROR on a trafficking in fentanyl, she's here on a trafficking in fentanyl.
Okay, thank you. Just take this and copy the claim.
Judge, the state understandably is not agreeing, but because you did make your finding, I think he's entitled to a bond.
Why do you say that?
Well, you're saying the proof is not evident presumption.
No,
of
I
guilt.
said I'm not gonna make a finding on that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you
Yeah.
said you're not finding that.
I'm not gonna make a finding.
Gotcha.
I was gonna save that for the Arthur hearing.
Would the court consider bond given, I mean, he's really, the business is really struggling without him there.
I mean, without much input from the state, I mean, I could set it at something like $1 million today, forfeit your passport, and no contact with anyone under the age of 18.
Would you consider 50,000?
I can't.
Okay. All right, Judge. All right.
I mean, I can consider it, but under the circumstances, I'm not inclined to.
I don't think you can make $1 million bond.
100 grand?
I can come up with 100 grand.
All right.
But I don't know, what, do I have to have
There you
enough
go.
liability to get it? Because I don't know if I have the liability. I may have.
Talk to your lawyer about it, and you guys make a decision if you want to post that 100 or if you want to try and get it reduced.
Your Honor, state would still object. We don't have the victim here. The affidavit itself was 12 pages. This happened in public at Camping World Stadium. State would argue that he is a danger. It happened in public. Approximately, I believe about a month ago. So state would still be asking that we stay at no bond so the victim could have input.
All right.
Does you want to do that, or do you want to have a hearing in front of the judge?
Judge, he'll agree to $1 million bond, forfeit. Do you have a passport?
Yeah, my wife can bring it down from Jacksonville.
Now, that's a condition precedent to getting out.
I have that.
All right, no contact with, no
Anyone under-
unsupervised contact?
Unsupervised contact with anyone under the age of 18.
You understand the conditions, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And is your phone in custody at the jail here, your phone?
Yeah, it's everything that I have.
All right, you'll get it back when you get released then. All right, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good seeing you.
Is there a bond on count two?
I think there was a bond on count two, wasn't there already? What was it? 100.
Yeah, 100 on the battery misdemeanor.
Yep,
Thank you. Good seeing you, Judge. Thank
And
you.
you
See you
said
later.
surrender passport, right, Your Honor?
correct. He says he's got it, so no affidavit saying he doesn't have it. Yeah. Got it? Yep. All right, ma'am, your name?
Lorette Felipe?
All right, 23 CF 2406 AO, possession of methamphetamine. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. appoint the public defender, and I will stay your bond.
It's 100 with a.
Your name, sir?
Mateo Ramirez Gonzalez.
All right, out on bond, DUI with property damage, personal injury, 22 CT 1312 AE. You're here today, and 23 CF 2429 AO, fleeing or attempting to elude a law enforcement officer with lights and sirens, reckless driving, and driving while license suspended or revoked with knowledge. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney?
I have a private attorney. He's not present at the moment.
All right, so Mark Longwell, does Mr. Longwell know that you're here today?
Sir.
Is he coming?
I haven't had contact, Your Honor.
Oh, then how do you know he knows you're here today?
I had contact with him earlier in the morning, but
Oh.
he had an appointment at 11:30, and I was brought up here before 11:30.
No, one. So do you know if he's coming or not coming?
I have no knowledge of what's going on,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Did you tell him what time your court date was?
I have had no knowledge of when my court date was, Your Honor.
Okay. So the answer is no.
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Welcome to an Econo meeting. You are entering the meeting now.
Do we have any
You are
attorney?
the only participant.
That answers that question. All right, do you want me to go forward today, knowing that I could revoke your bond on this case, that you're out on bond, and set bonds on your new case, or do you want me to roll this to tomorrow so you can tell your attorney when the court date is so he can come represent you?
I would like to have my attorney represent.
Okay, so I'll roll you to tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Get in contact with your attorney and let him know that you got court tomorrow at 9 a.m. here, okay?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Reginald, no.
All right, 21 CT 6288 AO, failure to appear on a driving while license suspended. According to this, failed to appear for a status hearing. Your bond is set at $1,500. You're also here. 23 CF 2397 AO, possession of cocaine. I'll stay your bond on that case. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney?
Private attorney,
Okay, do you know who your lawyer is?
Alvarez.
Okay, all right. Let your lawyer know, okay? Your name?
Edward Rodriguez.
All right, 23 CF 2376 AO, possession of a controlled substance. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, and I'll stay your bond. Looks like you got a hold out of Volusia County as well. It's a warrant out of Volusia County. Is there a bond on that?
A $5,000 bond, Your
All
Honor.
right, you got a $5,000 bond on that, so even if you post your bond on this, you gotta post that 5,000 on that one, okay?
There was also a first appearance detainer added, Your Honor. He's out on bond right now in Osceola County in 22 CF 003313.
What's the status of that case? We know?
He was just arrested on it not long ago. I think he's just out on bond at this point.
What kind of charge is it?
It was a possession of controlled substance without script, drug paraphernalia, disturbing the peace, and loitering and prowling. He was arrested in November of last year.
I don't know.
So it's a little less.
State, can you look that up, see what the status of that case is?
Can she say the case number again for the out of final?
Sure, it's Osceola County, and it's 22 CF 003313.
I don't think I have the right case number.
See it.
I'm sorry, do you mind saying it one more time?
Yeah, it's 2022 CF 003313.
It does not appear that information has yet been filed.
All right, I'll take no action on that case.
This is from the other county. And
These,
it's not,
I never.
All right, in the back, what's your name, sir?
call the attorney. Those are the bonds.
Okay. The next one I have is Denoris Talbert. Oh, Stephanie's attached? She bonded? Oh, she's behavior, okay.
It's a waive, Your Honor.
All right, 23 CF 2409 AO, found PC, stay the bond, no return. All right, your name, sir?
Denars Talbert.
All right, out on bond, grand theft, third degree of a motor vehicle, 23 CF 877 AO. Out on bond, burglary of a structure while wearing a mask, possession of burglary tools, 23 CF 875 AO. Here today, 23 CF 2249 AO, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of ammunition by a convicted felon. Via arrest warrant. According to this, your bond is set at $5,000 on count one, $1,000 on count two, with no return to any gun range, surrender all weapons or firearms, do not possess weapons or firearms. I reduce count two to $150, stay count one. Appoint the public defender on that case and the cases that you're out on
Your Honor,
bond.
those were entered in error. They actually happened after this current warrant he's in on.
All right, take no
So-
action.
They shouldn't have been added.
That. The cruise ship going by? Your name?
Rutledge Jacobs, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you're out on bond on possession of cannabis greater than 20 grams, possession of drug paraphernalia, 22 CF 14023 AO. You're here today in 23 CF 2401, possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, possession of cannabis less than 20 grams, and possession of drug paraphernalia via arrest warrant. Review that affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, and I'll stay your bond on count one. Count two, I'll set at $100. Count three at $100, and state what's the status of the case that he's out on bond.
Sorry.
It has not yet been filed.
All right, I'll take no action on that case. Yep. Your name, sir?
Taylor Truck.
23 CF 1757 AO, you're here on a grand theft, third degree, criminal mischief greater than or equal to 1,000, and reckless driving via arrest warrant. According to this, your bond is set at $5,000 on count one, 150 on two, 100 on three, and I will appoint the public defender and stay your bonds.
I believe he has another case.
Oh, does he have another one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. 23 CF 2395, grand theft, third degree of a motor vehicle, resisting officer without violence. Give me a second. All right, I'll set count one at 2,500, count two at 100. Haven't found PC. Twenty-three CF 2400 AO robbery, temporarily appoint waiver roll.
Waive, Your Honor.
All right. Found PC, set his, I'll stay his bond. No contact with the alleged victim. Your name, ma'am?
Faith Whiteman?
All right, 23 CF 2411 AO, possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender, and I will stay your bonds.
You don't qualify. No.
Your name?
Dr. Emery Wing.
All right, ma'am, you were out on bond on a possession of heroin, possession of meth, possession of cocaine, possession of fentanyl, possession of drug paraphernalia, 23 CF 745 AO. You're here today in 23 CF 2414, impersonating an individual, possession of 5 or more fraudulent identifications. Were you interested? Oh, never mind. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and I'll stay your bond. Stay what's the status of the case that she's out on bond.
She picked it up in January and has not yet been filed.
All right, I'll take no action on that case. Your name, sir?
Bitter Jamar.
All right, 23 CF 238 AO, larceny, petty theft. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender, and I'll stay your bond.
See what asks for a no return to Saks.
All right, no return to the scene.
And the bond amount, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I don't have it.
2,500? Your name, sir? Oh, okay, from earlier? All right, sir, 23 MM 1233 AO, resisting an officer without violence, possession of cannabis less than 20 grams, for providing false ID to a law enforcement officer, review the affidavit, found probable cause, and I will
There's
resolve your
actually,
case.
there is an offer for him to plead to count one. It'll be an adjudication and credit. I believe he has 1 day.
Okay.
And see, we'll announce no info as to 2 and 3.
All right, do you want to do that?
You only plan to one. Please talk to me. Do you want to resolve it?
Yes.
It's fine.
Are we gonna get a Dale Wright or no Dale Wright today? All right, is this your signature? Thank you. Is this your signature? All right, are you pleading guilty or no contest? I'll accept your no contest plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to a day with credit for a day on count 1. Your costs, I'll give you a year, and state no info counts 2 and 3 for you. 30 days to appeal, good luck. Wright, 23 CF 2416, temporarily appoint.
Waive, Your Honor.
Stay as bond, having found PC, no contact with the co-defendants, Jacqueline Wing or Tori Newman. And who's this individual?
Mr. Booth, he was the reset from yesterday that was not reset for whatever
Oh.
reason.
What's your name, sir?
Booth.
Your first name?
Tammy.
23 CF 2370 AO. PC found as to count 2 and 3, or. Wait.
What?
Oh, counts 1 and 2, so she found PC to count 3?
Yes.
All right, and then we need PCS to counts 1 and 2.
Yes, Judge, State was not able to obtain an additional affidavit, so State's just asking for an ROR on 1 and 2.
All right, and I'll stay count 3. Count 3. Count 1 and 2 is ROR'd, no PC. Count 3, PC, stay the bond at 500.
That's it.
Is that everything? State,
Yes, Judge.
defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Yeah. All right, let's see who I've got online.
Welcome to an Acano meeting. You are entering the meeting now.
All right, do I have any public defenders online?
Stephanie Return Officer of the Public Defender.
All right, so the first thing we have is 23 MM 725, motion to modify no contact order with dash any,
This was no build this morning.
okay. Uh, 23 MM 575 AO Grimsley.
Yes, Judge. I spoke with the victim. Unfortunately, she's not able to appear virtually this morning. But I have spoken to her twice now, and she assured me that she is fine with the no contact order being modified. I sent her information over to the state, her phone number, her email. I'm not sure if they've spoken to her. But yeah, she says she's fine with it.
State.
Your Honor, I'm not sure if Christina Mills is online. This is her case. If you'll just give us one moment, I'll see if she's available or if she wants me to argue it.
Hello?
Is that Ms. Mills?
They might mute you.
No, that's Miss McGee.
I don't have,
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me.
My apologies, but I can barely hear you guys.
Seems she is online.
Judge, if you want, we could do Miss McGee's case while we wait for Miss Mills. I think that's Miss Schuster's case.
All right, 22 MM 6227 AO.
I believe it's an unopposed motion to reinstate bond.
Nope, it's opposed.
Okay. All right, what do you want to tell me?
Give me 1 second, I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the case number for me, please?
22 MM 6227 AO.
1 second. I was under the impression it was unopposed, so I'm so sorry.
What's the reason that PTR was revoked?
It wasn't, Your Honor. Excuse me. He had a felony case. When he was out on the felony case, that's when he got this misdemeanor case. At the initial appearance for the misdemeanor case, his bond was revoked on the felony, which they've already argued. He has a bond on the felony now, and he's always had a bond on the misdemeanor. So going within the four corners of the motion, there is no bond to reinstate, and the state would argue that it is moot.
Does he have a bond on?
On his felony, yes.
No, I'm only here on the 22 MM 6227.
Yes, he has a bond of $5,000.
Okay.
Let me see.
Madam Clerk, can you? Does he have a bond on this case? 22.
He does. He has a $5,000 bond on this case. I'm clarifying right now with Mr. Weber. I'm not sure.
I feel like on these, when they violate their PTR, I give them a bond.
Okay, I think what happened was at the time this motion was filed, it was revoked, and then maybe there was a change made and it got reinstated or a bond was set.
Usually when these PTR revocations come into my office, I revoke their PTR and then give them a bond. So it would have been done contemporaneously with the revocation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I got two clerks on it.
Yeah, he is.
I don't care if he's in jail, I just want to know if he's got a bond.
The jail page says a bond.
All right, well, I'll take no action on that case. He's got a bond.
Thank you.
How about Julius Miles? You guys come up with an agreement on Miles?
What, Your Honor?
Julius Miles, did you guys come up with an agreement on Miles?
No, Your Honor. I did send an offer to defense. I'm not sure if they had a chance to talk to him. With that offer, he would get released today, so I wasn't sure if they would want to do that.
Do we have Julius Miles here or no? Okay. What's your name, sir?
My name is Julius.
What's your last name, Julius?
Julius Miles.
What's your date of birth?
September 28th of 1999.
All right. What's the offer?
Your Honor, he's being held on two cases right now. In 23 MM 546 AO, resisting without violence, the offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and court costs. And then on this case, 23 MM 239 AO, assault, 2 counts. The offer is an adjudication of guilt, 30 days Orange County Jail with credit time served, court costs, cost of prosecution, and concurrent on both counts.
You wanna take that?
Can she repeat I got the resisting arrest.
Yeah, it's adjudication, credit time served, and court costs.
What case that was?
Both, 2 cases, on a resisting and on 2 counts of assault DV.
One assault was a battery and the other one was an assault, right?
Yeah, well, an assault is an assault, and a battery is a battery.
All right.
Assault is a threat, and a battery is a touch.
All right, the battery and the assault case, I got adjudication withheld.
Yeah, there's no battery, it's just assault.
Oh, all right,
I
yes.
mean, maybe you got another case that I don't know about, but.
Your Honor, to clarify, he was arrested, 1 count battery, 1 count assault. The state charged when we filed our information 2 counts of assault.
All right, yes, I'll accept that, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Raton, are you still online?
Yes.
He wants the deal. Do you want to go forward with the bond hearing, or,
If he would like to take the deal, that's fine, and he can plea out today.
all right, we'll give you a plea form real quick. We'll get you a plea form for another public defender. You understand by resolving this, we're not gonna have a bond hearing?
Yes, sir.
If you're not a US citizen, you could be deported for this.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
All right, and if you've ever been convicted of a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense, by entering this plea today, it could subject you to involuntary civil confinement. Do you understand that?
No, sir, I haven't. Well, yes, sir.
All right, you understand? All right. You gonna plead guilty or no contest today?
All right.
Guilty means I did it, no contest means I just want to resolve it.
No contest.
I'll accept your no contest plea in 23 MM 546 and 23 MM 239. I'll adjudicate you guilty. How many days does he have? Okay. Is this your first day?
So they changed the battery to an assault.
54630. 239. Thank you. All right, in 23 MM 546 AO, I'll adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 30 days with credit for 30 days. Your costs, I'll give you a year to pay. And in 23 MM 239 AO, I'll adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 34 days with credit for 34 days. I'll give you a year to pay your costs. 30 days to appeal. Good luck.
Do I get paperwork later? Oh, yeah, sheets.
Yeah, we'll give it to you on your way out, okay? All right. That brings us back to Grimsley.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry, my speakers were on mute, so I didn't know we started.
All right. What's state's position on Grimsley?
I spoke to the victim in that case yesterday, and she has changed her mind. She does not want a modification. They've had other cases in the past, and so she's, I guess, withdrawing her request to modify.
Judge, I just spoke with her at 8:50. I could tell you the exact time. 8:50 a.m. I called her, told her I sent her the virtual link, asked if she could appear. She told me that she's unable to appear at this moment, but that she's still okay with modifying.
All right, I'll roll it to tomorrow. Let's get her online tomorrow, okay?
She told me she was getting an injunction. So
I can either deny it or roll it to tomorrow. What do you want to do? Defense?
Well, Judge, I'm just saying I don't think she's available to appear in the morning because of work issues.
Okay.
I can call her right now to clarify if she's available for tomorrow morning and let you know in a few seconds.
Well, okay. Hi Hun, 22 316 AE. So I'll either deny it or roll it to tomorrow. I'll wait to hear back from the PD on that one.
I think we
Okay,
can
just one
deny
second.
it, Judge.
I'm sorry, what? Tell me about Han.
Your Honor, is Mr. Ledan online? That's the defense attorney.
Mr. Ledan? Anyone from Mr. Ledan's office? So if I revoked his bond, why wasn't a capias issued the other week?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Should have been.
That was my understanding as well. It seems there may have been an error, and that's what I was trying to.
Yeah, I mean, I signed the order last week. All right. All right, 22 300 AE, will issue a capias, no bond on that. All right, I don't know why that wasn't done last week.
Just to be clear, Your Honor, I believe it was 22 316 AE. He has two open cases. I believe 316 was the one that we had done the motion to revoke.
Oh, I'm sorry, 300 is the one that he got picked up on, the new law. All right. All right, Ms. Raton, do you want to roll it to tomorrow or just deny it?
No, we could just deny it. I think there was confusion with me and the victim.
Okay. All right, I'll deny that.
Can we deny it and not have it so that I can refile in a few weeks or months?
Yeah, it's to be denied without prejudice.
Thank you very much.
All right, see you later.
Have a great day.
All right, anything else, Ms. Mills?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay,
That's all I had, Your Honor. May I be excused?
see you later. Spanish? Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Presno Leon, certified Spanish interpreter. I have been previously sworn.
All right, can you let me know when you made contact through the headphones?
The interpreter can confirm there is connection with the headsets, Your Honor.
All right, your name, ma'am?
Yasminda Yanira Orozco Aguilar. Sí.
Yasminda Orozco Aguilar.
You are here in case number 23 CF 2363AO, battery domestic by strangulation. This was rolled from yesterday to today. State, do you have anything new or additional?
This is for Ms. Orozco.
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor, state was able to obtain an additional affidavit from the officer. I have provided a copy.
Defense, has your position changed or is it the same?
It's the same. Officer notes that he did re-speak to the victim. The victim stated that there was no impeding of breathing or the blood flow. Therefore, state's asking that you amend it and find PC for BAT DV.
Defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, and so we'll amend that to misdemeanor battery domestic. Set the bond at 500. Yep. No contact, no return. Maintain separate residence. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Return one time with the assistance of law enforcement. What's the statute for the simple battery EV, is that,
4.3.
is it 10?
Yes. 784.03 sub 10.
Thank you, Mr. Interpreter. Mr. Interpreter, if you could ask if anyone needs the services of the Spanish interpreter, please raise their hand.
¿Alguien más que necesite los servicios del intérprete en español? Por favor, levante la mano derecha.
All right, I don't see any hands raised. Have a good day.
At your service, Your Honor. Good day to you as well.
All right. Do we have our Creole online? Why do we roll this to today? Just to explain to him? Oh, he went from English to Creole?
He coming.
Do we have our Creole interpreter online? Hello? Hey, lying? I know, I heard it. Hello? What's your name, ma'am? Well, you speak Creole. What's your name, ma'am? Timmons? Portuguese? All right, Ms. Timmons, while we're waiting for the Creole interpreter, 23MM121AW, you're here on a resisting officer and a battery. Domestic, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point to public defender, any contact, any input from the state?
They would just ask for reasonable conditions, Your Honor.
Defense?
A one-time return with law enforcement, Your Honor.
All right, set your bond at $100 on count one, $500 on two, no contact, no return, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You can return one time with the assistance of law enforcement to retrieve your belongings, okay? All right, do we have our Creole interpreter online? We? You wanna bring someone else out? Never. I don't know, somebody that speaks English while we're waiting on the interpreter. If you want. You need a Creole interpreter, right?
Me?
Yeah?
I don't have a problem to speak English,
Yeah. Well, listen, we're having issues with this Creole interpreter, so if you need a Creole interpreter, we might have to roll you again to tomorrow if you don't bond out. I don't know why it's not working. We're gonna try one more time.
Yeah, I say I'm okay to speak English with you, understand?
You're okay to speak English with me? Well, they're gonna give it one more try. Fifth time's a charm. We have our interpreter online. Do we have our interpreter online? We're done. He speaks English. All right, you were here yesterday in 23 CF 2095 AO. The judge stayed your bond at 5,000 on count one, 1,000 on count two, with conditions: no contact with the victim, no return to the scene, do not possess any firearms. Do you understand?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
The question I have, what I'm supposed to pay for
$6,000 total. So you can pay 10% to a bondsman, which is $600.
I understand. I want to know the consequence of what I'm supposed to pay $6,000 because I don't want myself right here. And you guys take me right here. I've been in the honor the address to get my documentation.
You can return one time with the assistance of law enforcement to get whatever you need.
Yeah, I've been in the honor the address like the police station guys to get my documentation. It's an apartment I have with you, not with you, with the honor the guys like the same company. But they take me right here.
Your Honor, I have some concern.
Okay,
Yesterday, it was the same thing. He was talking about documentation.
okay. Has the PD been appointed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, get to work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. What's your name, sir?
Daquan Ransom.
All right, 22 CF 6505AO. You're here on fleeing and attempting to elude a law enforcement officer with licensed sirens driving on a suspended license. It looks like you refused yesterday. We got you here today. I reviewed that affidavit previously. I'll appoint the public defender. Any input from the state with regards to release on the fleeing?
Just a reasonable conditions, Your Honor.
Anything from the defense?
Same, Your Honor.
All right, I'll set your bond at $5,000 on count one, $100 on count two. And that's it, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Your name, ma'am?
Good morning.
I'm sorry, your name?
Oh, Younglin Alum.
What is it?
Younglin Alum.
All right. All right, ma'am, you are here in 23 CF 2417AO, battery on a person 65 years of age or older. I reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender. You're also here in 23 MM 1231AO on a petty theft of $100 or more. Reviewed that affidavit as well, found PC. Ma'am, your name?
Tom Cross.
Ma'am, is there anything that you want to tell me, anything you think the court should consider in determining conditions of her release?
I want to on contact,
You want to have contact?
on contact,
No contact.
no contact.
Do you live together?
Yes, at this time.
Do you want her to come home?
No,
State, do you have any questions for her?
No, Your Honor.
no.
Defense, do you have any questions for her?
Please talk to her.
Could I have a one-time, no questions, could she have a one-time return with law enforcement to gather any belongings?
Yeah. Does she want a bond or PTR?
ETR, Your Honor.
All right, I'll give you a pretrial release on both counts, on both cases. No contact, no return, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You can return one time with the assistance of law enforcement to retrieve your belongings, okay? Thank you for being here, ma'am.
So I don't.
That's just the attorney's number. This is yours. No.
All right, sir, your name?
Vaughn Campbell.
All right, 23 CF 2380AO, you're here on one count of aggravated assault by arrest warrant. According to this, your bond is set at no bond until initial appearance with conditions no contact with the victim, do not possess weapons or firearms, and maintain a separate residence. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Any input from the state?
Just reasonable conditions, Your Honor.
Any input from the defense?
Okay, perfect. No, no, Your Honor.
All right, I'll set your bond at $1,500 and I'll stay the conditions. I'll also have the conditions, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. It's already on there. Your name, sir?
Ryan Chapman.
All right, 22 CF 13086AO, you're here on a violation of condition of pretrial release. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Your name, sir?
Coroner.
23 CF 2419AO, you're here on one count of child abuse. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Any input from the state?
State would just bring your attention that he does have a prior assault and battery on a child with injury from 2017 from another jurisdiction. State would just bring that to your attention when setting his bond, as it doesn't seem to be the first incident with battery on a child.
Any input from the defense?
Your Honor, I would just ask for a one-time return with law enforcement, because I believe the victim and the defendant reside together.
All right, I'll set your bond at $5,000. No contact, no return, maintain separate residence. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You can return one time with the assistance of law enforcement. And if DCF's involved, abide by any conditions DCF imposes. Your name, sir? Your name?
Ed Rivas.
All right, 23 CF 2039 AO. You're here on one count of attempted homicide, one count of false imprisonment, domestic violence via arrest warrant. According to this, your bond is set at no bond to be set at initial appearance with conditions: no contact with the victim, no return to the scene of the office, and no weapons or firearms. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Any input from the state?
Your Honor, state would just bring your attention that he does have several prior violent arrests and convictions, both in-state and out-of-state, so he is a multi-state offender. He also does have a temporary protection order in place. So state would just ask that you take that into account when setting his bond, as he is otherwise entitled to it.
All right.
And, Your Honor, I just ask that you consider the fact that although he has a history, his last conviction was in 2018, and he has no failures to appear when setting the bond.
All right, I'll set your bond at $15,000 on count one, $100 on count two, and I'll stay the conditions. Your name, sir?
Rohit Singh.
All right, 23 CF 24209 AO, looks like, 204, 209. Review the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Ma'am, your name?
Ranjita Singh.
Ma'am, is there anything that you want to tell me, anything you think the court should consider in determining conditions of his release?
The only thing I want to make a mandatory anger management class. I want him to come home, but I'm afraid that he loses his anger. So if we can put something like that.
Okay. I'm not sure the court can actually order an anger management course at this point in time, but I do understand your concerns, okay? State, do you have any questions for her?
No questions, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have any questions?
I want him to come home, please. My daughter is crying.
So,
Are you,
go on.
are you afraid of him?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, no further questions. I would ask for no hostile contact.
Are drugs or alcohol an issue?
No, he socially drinks.
I'm sorry?
He drinks only socially.
Okay, all right. Any input from the state with regards to release?
Your Honor, he does qualify for PCR, state has no objection.
Defense?
He would prefer a monetary bond, Your Honor.
All right, set your bond on count one at $1,000, count two at $100. I'm gonna order no hostile contact. No hostile contact means no physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you for being
Thank
here,
you,
ma'am.
Your Honor.
And ma'am, you can call the state attorney's office and talk to them about the anger management class. It just can't be done today. It has to be later down the road. Okay?
Your name, sir?
Allah.
All right, 23 MM 80 AA, you're here on one count of battery, domestic violence. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney?
Excuse me?
Did you want to represent yourself, hire a private attorney, or see if you qualify for the public defender?
Are you saying right now?
Yeah.
I can represent myself.
Okay, all right. All right, so the purpose of today's hearing is twofold. One, for me to review this arrest affidavit and make a determination if there's probable cause or a valid reason for your arrest. If I do make that determination, then to decide conditions of your release, okay? And so you want to go forward today without a lawyer doing that?
Oh, yes, that's fine.
All right, so I reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause. Ma'am, your name?
Gabriela Cornejo.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Gabriela Cornejo.
Ma'am, is there anything that you want to tell me, anything you think I should consider in determining conditions of his release?
Yes. During the altercation, Askia was defending himself because John has put his hands on him multiple times before this. So he's just defending himself every single time. Because I seen it with my own eyes.
So you're not one of the alleged victims in this case, correct?
No, I was just there. I was a witness.
All right.
To this incident.
Your name, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Amira Thomas. I am the person who called the police on him. I'm the wife, and that's my son.
All
So
right,
my name is listed as well because I'm part of it as well.
okay. Is there anything that you want to tell me? Anything you think I should consider?
Yes, so John, the person who called on my son, is a violent, abusive, verbally abusive, mentally abusive bully. And he was in an argument with me, and instead of him taking it out on me, he came home and attacked my son, called the police and lied and said that my son attacked him. Gabby has witnessed it. My other sons have witnessed it. I have witnessed it in the past. So I'm here to speak up for my son because we all have seen violence from John, and he called the police and used his military background to get favor and get my son arrested. So I'm here to speak up for my son because we've all witnessed it in the past. This isn't the first time that he's put his hands on my son.
What's your relationship to John?
He's my husband.
Okay. Does John live there?
Yes, and Askia lives there as well, but he got him evicted, and then the paperwork came to our house, but John controls the mail. So Askia didn't get the notice to come to the hearing, so he didn't even know that the hearing had taken place. So John made that, he took it and he hid it. And I saw that on Saturday, this past Saturday, I saw it in his paperwork, and Askia didn't know that it was a hearing. So he used that as a means to say, well, he was evicted anyway. He doesn't have a right to be here, and he attacked me. But it's not true. Gabby saw the entire incident, and he was defending himself. John has choked him before. He has punched him
So
before.
where is your husband this morning?
I don't know. He didn't show up. But this is outrageous. I feel like they should have arrested John instead of my son.
State, do you have any questions for
There's
either?
no questions, Your Honor, given that they're witnesses, not victims.
Right. Defense, do you have any questions for either?
He stated he didn't want an attorney, Your Honor.
Oh, that's right.
I would like to speak, though.
All right, I'll give you 1 second. All
Thank
right.
you.
Any input from the state?
Your Honor, state would just ask for standard DV conditions, given we don't have the alleged victim's testimony here
All right.
today.
So,
Because he wasn't a victim. He did this vindictive. He sent text messages saying that he was going to destroy my son. We have the text messages saying that he's going to do everything in his power to take my son down. I have those text messages.
okay, all right. So, sir, understand that as a defendant, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, okay? What I can offer you today is I can release you on something called pretrial release, excuse me, where you can be released without having to post a bond, with the conditions, no contact with the alleged victim. If in fact he's legally evicted you, whether or not you think it's legal or not, you can't go back until that eviction is fixed, all right? So even if I say you can go back, legally you can't go back because you've been evicted, all right? So that's a whole nother issue. So I'm offering you pretrial release, so you don't have to post a bond, no contact, you can't return because of that eviction, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. Is that acceptable to you, or is there anything that you want to tell me you think I should consider? But understand as a defendant, you have a right to remain silent, so I don't really want you to talk about the facts of the case in case you make some kind of admission. But you're free to tell me anything you want to tell me.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Because I was talking to the correction officers in there, because they're actually pretty nice. The pretrial release, would that be something where I have to check in like every 30 days and pay a fine or
It's
something?
not a fine. What's PTR cost?
I think it's $17.
$17 a month.
Okay, I understand.
It's just one time.
One time, $17? It's $17.
Oh, just one time, $17?
That's what she's telling me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you want to do the PTR with those conditions?
Yes, I would like to do that. And may I say one thing? In this affidavit, because I studied it extensively, I have a lot of time in here. He actually states that we were in the dining room. I pushed him down, swung, and hit him multiple times. Sir, ma'am, I'm in mixed martial arts. Basically, we're taught to defend ourselves, not to hit people, but to use their own energy against them. He grabbed me in an attempt to, I don't know, hurt me. I pushed him off of me, and that was it. If I were to swing on him, wouldn't there have been at least injuries on his person or injuries on my hands anywhere? But here it says there were no injuries on either of us. How did I swing on him, sir?
Well, I don't know, I wasn't there. I just read the reports, but I am the domestic violence judge. I handle all the domestic violence cases downtown, and I would say 90% of the cases that I hear have no injuries.
Yes, I went out of my way not to swing on him because I knew he would do this. He's done this multiple times, like they said. He's attacked me before. He tried to attack my girlfriend. It doesn't stop. I have no reason to be here anymore. I mean, at the 1258.
Well, we're gonna let you out.
Yeah, no, not, I'm saying here, I'm saying 1258 Majestic, where he lives. I have no reason to go back there, only to grab my stuff. I actually helped my grandma pay rent in her apartment, so I'm gonna go live with her.
All right,
That way
we-
I can avoid
You can
all of
return
this.
one time to this address to get whatever you need, okay?
Yep.
All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, Skia.
All right, we've got our Portuguese online. Let's see, I'll believe it when I hear it. Did you just hang up? No. Do I have a Portuguese interpreter online? What are you doing over there? Who's training who? Did you show her how to do that? You speak English?
No.
Okay. There I go, what? Again? We're gonna ring? Do we have our Portuguese interpreter online?
It's my, is she there? Right here. Is that, I don't know what that is.
Should we bring out another English while we're? You know what, if you take one of those Mentos and then call, everything will work out. I've seen the commercials. All right, your name, sir? All right, 22MM 8005 AO, battery, dating, violence via arrest warrant, I believe. According to this warrant, your bond set at no bond with conditions, no contact with the victim, no weapons or firearms. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Any input from the state?
Just reasonable conditions, Your Honor.
Any input for the defense? All right, I'll set your bond at $500 with conditions, no contact, no return, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You can return one time with the assistance of law enforcement to retrieve your belongings, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Your name, ma'am?
Amari Meeks.
What happened to Lonnie James?
Lonnie James is mental health.
All right, 23MM 81AA, Lonnie James, temporarily appoint waiver roll.
Waive, Your Honor.
All right. 500, no contact, no return, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. PC been found.
And one-time return with law enforcement, Your Honor.
One-time return.
I didn't see.
All right, and then you're Amari Meeks?
Mhm.
Yes? All right, 23MM 1006 AO, battery, domestic violence. Review the affidavit, the arrest warrant. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond until initial appearance with condition, no contacts, no weapons, firearms, or ammo. Your name?
Revante Bennett.
I'm sorry?
Revante Bennett.
Is there anything that you want to tell me, anything, I'll point the public defender, anything you think I should consider in determining conditions of her release?
So I would like to drop the charges.
All right. Do you live together?
No.
Okay. Do you want to have contact?
Yes.
Okay. State, do you have any questions?
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Yes.
Approximately how long ago was the last time?
Like 2 years.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
I couldn't hear him.
He said it did
About
happen
2
before,
years?
approximately 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. No questions from defense, Your Honor.
Any input?
Sorry.
She qualifies for PTR, Your Honor. State has no objection.
And she would like pretrial release, Your Honor.
All right, we'll give her a pretrial release with the conditions, no hostile contact. No hostile contact means no physical abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons, okay? All right, thank you. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you. Your name, ma'am?
Ketsa Palacios?
All right, 23MM123AW, one kind of battery, domestic violence. Reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, appoint the public defender. Your name, sir?
Ryan Burnett.
All right, is there anything that you want to tell me, anything you think I should consider?
She didn't know what she was doing. She was just calling the police to get me out the house, and because she moved my stuff, you know, they say because she moved my stuff that's the domestic violence. Because she moved my stuff that she wasn't supposed to, and she not the landlord. I mean, she like Superman. She got 3 jobs, you know. She works. She take care of the kids. She don't need to be here.
You guys live together?
Yeah, we live together.
Was she trying to move you out?
Yeah, she was just trying to move me out, but
Are you moving out or are you staying?
I'm staying.
Okay, even though she's trying to move you out?
Yeah,
Okay. All right, do you have any questions for him?
she just didn't know the process of her calling.
Sir, has anything like this ever happened before?
Like 8 years ago, we was just in the violent area. We just got in an argument, and people called the police on us.
Understood. No further questions, Your Honor. There was a 2015 BAT DV with Mr. Burnett as the victim. However, it was closed due to the victim being unwilling to call.
All right, yeah, that's about 8 years ago.
Yes.
Any questions from the defense?
He said he wanted contact? No questions, Your Honor. I just wanted to verify he stated he wanted contact.
Any input?
I would ask for pretrial release and a no hostile contact order, Your Honor.
May I have 1 second?
Yeah. We got it this time? All right. I'm betting against
Honestly,
it.
we just asked for standard conditions.
Who's gonna live where? Are we
Your
living
Honor.
together? I mean, I feel like,
From what my client was told, he was getting ready to move out. She stated she doesn't have any issues with him being there right now, but he told her mom he was moving out.
whose house is it? My mother's. Your mother's house? Okay. All right, and she wants PTR?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll give her a pretrial release, no hostile contact. No hostile contact means no physical abuse, verbal abuse, or mental abuse. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You guys live together at your own peril at this moment. You understand that? Okay, all right, thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Yep. Okay, here we go. What are the odds? I'm betting against it. Do we have our Portuguese interpreter online?
Yes.
And your name for the record?
Christina.
And have you been sworn in today?
No.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you swear to interpret from Portuguese to English and English to Portuguese to the best of your ability, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, and if you could interpret everything from this point forward.
Ok.
All right, your name, ma'am?
O nome, por favor, da senhora?
Ana Paula de Oliveira.
Natália de Oliveira.
Is it Ana Paula?
A senhora falou que é Ana Paula?
Ana Paula.
Senhora?
Ana Paula de Oliveira.
Ah, Ana Paula de Oliveira.
You are here in case number 23MM125.
Então a senhora está aqui no caso 22MM125.
2 counts of battery domestic violence.
São 2 acusações no caso de ataque e violência doméstica.
Were you interested in the services of the public defender, or did you want to represent yourself?
A senhora está interessada nos serviços do defensor público ou a senhora quer se representar?
Quero me representar.
I'd like to represent myself.
I reviewed the affidavit. I found probable cause.
E eu fiz uma revisão da declaração juramentada e eu achei aqui uma causa plausível.
And then your name, ma'am?
Yasmin de Oliveira Matias.
Do you need the Portuguese interpreter?
I do not.
All right. So I'm gonna have the interpreter interpret everything you say in English to her, okay?
All right.
No caso, eu vou interpretar tudo que essa senhora está falando também.
What do you want to tell me, ma'am?
O
That
que a
this
senhora
was
gostaria de falar?
me?
Yes.
Tell her she doesn't need to interpret for me, please.
But she has to interpret for your mother.
Got it. This was a big misunderstanding. I want contact with my mother. I just want her to come back home.
Falou que foi uma falta de comunicação aí, né?
Mal entendido.
Ela falou que quer contato com a senhora e ela quer que a senhora volte para casa.
Do you live together?
Yes.
Vocês moram juntos? Ela falou que sim.
Do you want to have contact with?
Yes.
E ela perguntou se ela quer ter contato com a senhora. Ela disse que sim.
State, do you have any questions for her?
Me perguntou se a promotoria tem alguma pergunta.
No, Your Honor, no questions.
Falou que não tem nenhuma.
State has no objection to a no hostile with Ms. Yasmin and a no contact with Mr. Ricardo.
Excuse me, what's no hostile?
Ela falou... hello, I'm sorry?
Yeah, you can interpret.
I couldn't hear, sir.
No hostile contact with this young lady. And no contact with Ricardo Santos. If you could interpret that. Did we lose her? Can you hear me, Madam Interpreter? No way. Did we lose our interpreter? All right, while we're waiting to get her back online, no hostile contact means no physical abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. So no arguing, no physical fighting, things of that nature. That's what no hostile, how we should live anyways.
And with Ricardo, no contact whatsoever?
Well, he's not here to say that he wants to have contact.
He's here. Do you want him to come in here?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. All right, so while we're waiting for the interpreter back online, what's your name, ma'am? All right, 23MM77AA. You're here on one count of battery, domestic, reviewed the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Any input from the state?
Standard conditions, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor, I would. I would ask for a bond, Your Honor, but also just maintain separate residence, but also give her a one-time return. Based on the affidavit, it appears he was moving out. I just want to make sure he's gone when she goes back.
Okay. I'll set her bond at $500, no contact, no return, maintain separate residence, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons. You can return one time with the assistance of law enforcement to retrieve your belongings.
Not return.
I'm almost done. If they determine that he doesn't live there, then you can stay.
When you go with law enforcement, if they determine he's not there, you can stay. You gotta go with law enforcement to make sure. That's it. That's yours.
Does this mean that this is
Do you speak English, sir?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes.
Do you want to have contact?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for him?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna, once we get the interpreter back on the line, we're gonna order no hostile contact for both of you, okay?
All right.
All right. You wanna bring out the next one?
Your Honor, just while we're still working on DVs, my supervisor just emailed me. She wanted me to let you know that the victim for Timmons, who we saw in the beginning, I guess was here, but didn't come into the box. He wanted to be heard if possible. He's downstairs.
What do we do with Timmons?
I
I mean,
have to look
bring
back.
him back up. I mean, well, Of course, we'll
Okay.
hear him, but. All right, your name, sir?
My name is Matthew Robertson.
All right, 23 MM 1219 AO, violation of a domestic injunction or contact order resisting officer without violence. Review the affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Any input from the state?
Your Honor, state will leave it within your discretion.
Any input from the defense?
Just ask for a reasonable bond, Your Honor.
All right, I set your bond at 1,000 on count one, 100 on count two. No contact, no return, maintain separate residence. Do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons, and abide by any conditions of any injunctions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your name, sir?
Alfredo Torres Rodriguez.
All right, you are here in 23 MM 1206 AO on a battery domestic. Were you interested in the, oh, never mind. Review that affidavit, found probable cause, point the public defender. Your name?
Marcella Roman.
Is there anything that you want the court to consider, anything you think I should know in determining conditions of his release?
Yes, I'd like non-hostile contact, and I'd like him to come home.
State, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any questions?
No questions, Your Honor. Defense would ask for a monetary bond, Your Honor, in this case, and no hostile contact.
All right. I'll set your bond at $500, no hostile contact, do not possess any guns, knives, or weapons, okay? All right, thank you for being here, ma'am.
Yeah.
And Your Honor, I guess that victim left, so never mind.
Oh, they left?
I guess they left, yeah.
No, they left, I guess. All right, your name, ma'am?
Hardison, Leslie Hardison.
All right, you have two cases. The first one is 20232400012, out of county warrant out of Volusia County on a sale or possess with intent within 1,000 feet of a child care or school. According to this, your bond is set at no bond for a failure to appear. You're also here in 2023 240012. Is that the same case? It's the same case. Yeah, there it is. 1-3 on an out-of-county warrant, sale of possession. According to that, your bond is also set at no bond. Volusia County has 72 hours to come pick you up starting now. Do you have any questions?
Yes, do you say they transport me? What?
Yeah, they have 72 hours to come transport you.
Okay, will y'all notify them today, or they already been notified?
As soon as we read it to you, we notify them.
All right, thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Your name, sir?
Angel Montalban.
All right, Seminole County wants you on an out-of-county warrant on a driving while license suspended. According to this, your bond's set at $263. If you don't post your bond, they have 24 hours to come pick you up starting now. Do you have any questions?
I believe my daughter did the bonding.
All right, yeah, if she posts a bond, as soon as that goes through, they'll let you out.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Your name, sir? What is it?
Michael Vasquez.
All right, you're out on bond 22 CF 13529 AO on a grand theft third degree of a motor vehicle. And then you have an out-of-county warrant out of Volusia County on a scheme to defraud. According to that, your bond's set at no bond. I'll take no action on the case that you're out on bond here. Volusia County has 72 hours to come pick you up starting now. Do you have any questions?
So I got 72 hours to they pick me up?
I'm sorry?
You say I got 72 hours?
They have 72 hours to come get you.
What about if they don't pick me up?
Then we'll bring you back, and then if they don't have a good reason, then we'll cut you loose.
Why, I was in jail last week, and they give me bond, and I get out, and why they revoke?
Bond here or bond there? Oh, according to their warrant, it's no bond.
Yeah, but why they revoke my bond after that I pay?
Oh, I don't know. It's Volusia County. They barely let me handle Orange County. Good luck. All right, sir, your name?
Hold on, Your Honor, hold on. Speak.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've gone the wrong way. Come over here. Good morning. Your name, sir?
Dan Hart, sir.
All right, you're here in 04 CF 12622 AO, a violation of probation. According to this, You're on probation for fleeing and eluding, resisting officer, a few other charges. Your bond on that is set at no bond. You're also here in 23 CF 2387 AO, possession of ammunition by a convicted felon, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Reviewed that affidavit, found probable cause. I'll stay your bonds in that case and appoint the public defender in both of your cases.
I get no kind of bond, sir?
You have a bond on your new case, but on your probation as of now, you do not have a bond.
They got that stuff out of a trailer that doesn't even belong to me. It's not even my stuff. I'm handicapped, sir. I cannot have any of that stuff. I can't take care of myself. Been here on the house. It's not my stuff. It's a trailer. Somebody takes care of me.
All right, sir. Good
I'd
luck.
like to get a bond where I can get out, where I can get a lawyer to take care of it. I ain't done nothing wrong.
I got you. I gave you a lawyer.
Your Honor, there was a first.
No bond, no?
Not on the violation of probation. Yes?
There was a first appearance detainer added. He's out on bond for a violation of probation in 2004 CF 015029 AO.
Oh, that's no bond.
I'm still out of bond on it right now. Same probation on another one.
I know.
I didn't do it, sir.
No. No bond on that one. Good luck, sir. All right, your name, sir?
Brandon Haskins.
All right, Mr. Haskins, 2021 CF 13945 AO, you're here on a violation of probation on carrying a firearm. According to this violation of probation, your bond set at no bond. According to your financial affidavit, you do not qualify for the services of the public defender, okay? So you're gonna have to hire your own lawyer. You know who you're gonna hire?
I have a previous attorney, yes.
Okay, make sure you get in touch. Who's that lawyer?
Ronnie.
Ronnie,
Sanders
is Ronnie a guy or a girl?
is a guy.
Okay, because I know a Ronnie Sign who's a female attorney.
Ronnie Sanders. He was my attorney on the case
Okay.
previously.
Call Ronnie because right now you're sitting here on no bonds. You can't get out of jail until a lawyer helps you get out of jail, okay?
So a lawyer helps.
Well, I mean, you can try and do it yourself, but, you know,
I have a question. I'm here just because due to a failure to drug test, Your Honor, and
Yeah.
I work now. I have a job, and I knew I made that mistake. It was almost 2 months ago. He just now submitted the order, and I've been clean. You know, I've been working. I'm just want to know, like, what's the chances? Like, he told my peoples that I'll be in here for 7 to 10 days on it.
so,
Most part.
well, let me say this. I'm not your judge on the case. I'm just the judge here that tells you what the judge on your case said. So I don't know what your odds are. We're all different,
Right.
all right? But the sooner you get to work, the sooner you can get out.
Okay, so I have to get my attorney involved.
That would be, without giving you legal advice, that would be my advice to you,
Okay.
okay?
All right.
All right, good luck.
Thank
Your name, sir?
Matt Levers.
What is it? Okay, 22 CF 12451 AO, violation of probation, burglary of an unoccupied dwelling. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond, and I will appoint the public defender to represent you.
That's it.
Your name, sir?
Michael New, NEW.
All right, 19 CF 162210 AO, violation of community control on possession of MDMA with intent. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond. Were you interested in the services of the public defender? Did you want to represent yourself or hire a private attorney?
I have a private attorney.
Who's your lawyer?
Blankner?
Okay, all right, does he know that you're in here?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. Your name, sir?
John David Sinclair.
All right, so you're here in 12 CF 10815 AO, violation of probation. According to this warrant, your bond is set at no bond. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you, okay?
And he
Your
does
Honor.
have reporting requirements.
All right, I'll give you 72 hours from your release to report your address, okay?
Sir.
All right, thank you. Who's this gentleman? I'm out of paperwork.
Is he the one that someone came back for? No? I was already heard this morning when.
Yeah, he's got a $5,000 bond.
Yeah, that was already said.
Hold on, let me just make sure I threw it in the trash.
They did it over the speaker. They didn't bring it up.
You're Tyrone McGee.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I gave you a $5,000 bond on that already, so your lawyer filed a motion to set a bond. I had set it, so you got a $5,000 bond on this case, okay?
It was the same thing.
Yeah, and nothing changed. I don't know why it was on here. I don't either. Okay.
33?
Are you like over there chit-chatting away with her? What's happening? All right, how about Clyde Webb, 23 CF 750 AO?
Granted, notice and on filing.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
they finished all this one.
How about Jesus, what's today, the 22nd?
Yes.
Jesus Ramos Diaz, 23 CF 813 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Terry Schaefer, 23 CF 867 AO.
Denied, and information was filed.
Julio Diaz, 23 CF 923 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Michael Spiegel, 23 CF 868 AO.
Granted, notice and on filing.
Travis Schmidt, 23 CF 1420 AO.
Granted, it was no billed.
That's all I have for those. When do we want to do second? Why don't we just move her to the second session? You speak Portuguese, sir?
Yes.
You do?
Both.
You want to ask her, if you come back up, if she trusts you to interpret?
I think it's much better. She's translate. She's a better for
Who's better?
me. Yeah.
Who's, you speak Portuguese?
I speak fluent English and Portuguese.
All right, and that's your mom?
Yes.
Ask your mom if she wants to wait for a Portuguese interpreter or if she wants you to tell her.
O juiz está perguntando se você se importa de eu traduzir ou se você quer esperar uma tradutora.
Tudo bem.
She's okay.
All right. So your bond is set at $500 on count one and $100 on count two.
O seu bonde, que é... Como é que fala em português? A sua fiança é de primeiro ponto $500 e segundo ponto $100.
I'm ordering no hostile contact with these two individuals.
Eu estou ordenando contato com educação, sem brigas, sem discórdias, com toda educação. É o que ele autoriza.
That means no physical fighting or verbal fighting.
Não pode brigar fisicamente ou verbalmente.
And you cannot possess any guns, knives, or weapons.
Não pode ter armas ou facas ou nenhum tipo de arma.
Do you understand, ma'am?
Você entende?
Sim.
Yes.
Do you want to wait for an interpreter to tell you everything, or did you understand what your daughter said?
Você quer esperar um intérprete ou você entendeu o que eu disse?
Entendi, ok.
She understood.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yep.
So, to get her out, we just...
Go downstairs and pay $600 or get a bail bondsman and pay 10%.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. This is Peresno Leon, certified Spanish interpreter. I have been previously sworn.
Good afternoon, Mr. Interpreter. We're on case number 2023 MM 407.
Allow me, do you need me to connect, Your Honor?
No, I was just putting it on the record. Mr. Ruiz Pena, good afternoon.
Buenas tardes, señor Ruiz Pena.
You've been charged with battery,
Usted está siendo acusado de agresión,
sorry, domestic battery,
agresión doméstica
and criminal mischief.
y también desacato.
I find that PC has been established. The defense, go ahead, Madam, Mr. Interpreter.
Determino de que suficiente indicio razonable ha sido establecido.
The defendant does not qualify for PTR.
No califica para ser liberado bajo libertad condicional.
The bond on the first charge, the bond on the criminal mischief is $750.
La fianza con respecto a daño a la propiedad ajena es 750.
And on the first charge, it's $500.
Y en el primer cargo la fianza será de $500.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
No contact.
I'm sorry, the conditions.
Quiero ahora comunicarle las condiciones, señor.
All right, just 1 second. Does the victim wish to be heard? Does she need the Spanish interpreter? All right. Come on up, ma'am.
La víctima quiere ser escuchada. Deje de hablar, señor.
She's gonna need the services of the Spanish interpreter as well.
Understood, Your Honor. Levanta su mano derecha para prestar juramento.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
¿Jura decir la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí.
Yes.
Please tell me your first and last name, ma'am.
Dígame su nombre, señorita.
Jennifer Pescador.
Jennifer Pescador.
You're the alleged victim in this case, correct?
Usted es la supuesta víctima en este caso, ¿correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Esposa.
I am his wife.
Please do not tell me any facts of this case. I just want to know if you wish to have contact with the defendant.
Por favor, no me diga nada sobre los hechos de este caso. Lo único que quiero saber es si usted desea tener contacto con el acusado.
Sí.
Yes.
Tell me why you wish to have contact with him.
Dígame por qué es que usted quiere tener contacto con él.
Pues realmente es mi esposo, no considero, o sea, en el momento no es grave lo que sucedió. Fue un tema de que yo también estaba alterada y se dio la situación, la agresión que él tuvo hacia mí no fue pues física, simplemente pues fue manoteo de mano.
Well,
Considero grave.
reality is that he is my husband, and the circumstances of what happened was that we were just arguing, and it was a heated conversation, and we were just gesturing. I was also somewhat upset, and so that caused the discussion, but it was nothing major.
And you're not afraid of your husband at this time?
Y en estos momentos usted no le tiene miedo a su esposo. No.
No one's forcing you to come in here and ask me to make sure that you have contacts with him?
Y nadie le ha obligado a usted para que usted venga aquí y me pida a mí que le conceda tener contacto con él, ¿verdad?
No, señor.
No, ma'am.
Are there any weapons or firearms in the home?
En el hogar, ¿tienen algún tipo de arma, ya sea de fuego o arma blanca? No.
State, do you wish to inquire?
Do you have children in common with the defendant?
¿Ustedes tienen hijos en común con el acusado?
Sí.
Yes.
Were they present during this incident?
Objection, Your Honor. This is not a time to be speaking of the facts of the case, merely if there's fear and if the alleged victim wishes to have contact with them.
Your response, Mr. Fink?
I'll move on. Is there any history of this kind of thing before?
¿Hubo o hay historial de este tipo de eventos ocurrir en el pasado?
And are you willing to call 911 if you felt threatened or harmed by the defendant in the future?
Y si en el futuro usted siente que ha sido lastimada o ha sido amenazada por el acusado, ¿usted estará dispuesta y decidida a llamar al 911?
Sí, señor. Realmente esta vez lo hice porque pues fue tema de que él me rompió el celular. Nunca se había presentado esto. Llevamos 7 años conviviendo y por eso lo hice, porque fue la primera vez que sucedió y nunca había reaccionado a una situación como esta.
Yes, sir. In reality, the reason why I called this time was because in the middle of the argument, he destroyed my cell phone, and we've been living together for 7 years, and he never had a reaction like this, so that was the reason. But nothing like this happened before.
All right, nothing further, Your Honor.
No más preguntas.
Defense, do you have any questions?
No.
The condition's gonna be, I'm gonna allow you to have contact with your husband. It'll be a non-hostile contact.
That means that, no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Las condiciones serán de que estará permitido tener contacto con su esposo, pero el contacto no puede ser hostil.
Okay, that means that he can't be aggressive towards you or he cannot yell at you. Do you understand that?
Eso quiere decir de que él no puede ni ser agresivo hacia usted, ni gritarle a usted. ¿Entiende eso?
Sí, señor.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you understand, sir, that you cannot be aggressive towards your wife? You cannot yell at her whatsoever. If you feel that you're angry, you need to walk away.
¿Entiende usted, señor, de que usted no puede ser ni hostil ni agresivo para con su esposa? Si usted, de ninguna manera, si usted se siente que está molesto, simplemente usted se calla y se aleja. ¿Entendió?
Sí.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Nope.
Thank you, sir.
Muchas gracias, señor. Concluimos.
Okay, we're gonna have,
All right, can I please have a John Doe 3243, case number 23CF361?
afternoon, sir. This is case number 2023 CF361. Sir, what is your first and last name?
Buenas tardes, señor. Este es el número de caso 2023 CF361. Señor, ¿me dice su nombre completo, despacio y en voz alta?
Víctor Figueroa, Mendoza Yaire.
Víctor Figueroa Mendoza Yaire.
Can you spell the last name?
¿Cómo se deletrea el apellido?
F-I-G-U-E-R-A.
Figueroa, F-I-G as in Gary, U-E-R-O-A.
And it was a second last name. I thought I heard a second and a third.
¿Y cuál es el segundo apellido, señor?
Mendoza.
Mendoza.
Victor Figueroa Mendoza. Is that your whole name?
¿Su nombre completo es Víctor Figueroa Mendoza? ¿Ese es su nombre completo?
Víctor Yair Figueroa Mendoza.
Víctor Yair Figueroa Mendoza.
Okay. What's your date of birth?
03-25-1999.
March 25th, 1999.
Okay, PTR, were you able to identify the defendant by the name he just provided us?
No, ma'am. Judge, based on the information that has his residence card given by the Immigration Department of the United States of America, it came from not quite sure how they did it.
And the information, Madam Clerk, that we obtained is correct from your end?
They gave us, yeah, I'm gonna open it up for you.
Okay. He won't qualify for PCR.
Sir, you're being charged with possession of cannabis.
Señor, usted está siendo acusado de posesión de cannabis. Cannabis.
PC has been established.
Se ha establecido de que hay suficiente indicio razonable para la acusación.
As stated prior, he doesn't qualify for PCR, but the court is going to release on his own recognizance. State, do you have any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Determinamos de que no cumple los requisitos para ser liberado bajo libertad condicional, pero será liberado bajo su propia responsabilidad. La Fiscalía no se opone.
All right, thank you.
Gracias.
Aisha Anderson. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I think that's it for the Spanish.
Can you please make an announcement to see if anyone else needs your services?
Yes, Your Honor. ¿Alguien más que necesite los servicios del intérprete en español? Por favor, levante la mano derecha.
I see no hands. All right, thank you, Mr. Interpreter.
At your service, Your Honor. Have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. Ms. Anderson, good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're here on an out-of-county warrant. Your bond is going to be $5,000. Thank you.
Ma'am, corrections is asking if we can address Lucas Wilkins right now.
Okay, let me look at this. Yeah. That's fine.
And the PD has been appointed.
Lucas Wilkins? Good afternoon, sir. This is case number 2023 CF 568. Did I get the case number in the last one? I did. Mr. Wilkins, your charges are possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon. Probable cause has been established. Your bond you do not qualify for PTR.
PTR, we're a little bit confused. So does he qualify for PTR or not?
Does not, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Bond will be set at $250 on count 1, and bond stayed at $4,000 on count 2. Conditions will be no return to premises, no drugs without a valid prescription, no firearms or weapons or ammunition. Thank you, sir.
Next court date on demand. Ma'am, is the public defender's office appointed? Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Kedrick or Kedrick Barnes. Good afternoon, sir. You are here on an out-of-county warrant. Bond is set at 0. Thank you, sir.
He actually has another case, which is an out-of-county warrant. And the warrant citations are a little different. The first one was 201368 CFA. That bond is set at 0. Second one was 201370 CFA. That bond is also 0. And he has another one, which is 201369 CFA, and that's also set at 0.
Yes, ma'am. So for Mr. Barnes, it's 3.
It's 3. That is correct.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do we have a top sheet?
No.
Okay.
Mauricio Gonzalez.
PD appointed.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You're here on a violation of probation, a warrant for VOP. There will be no bond. All right, thank you, sir.
Next court date, February 27th, in courtroom 5A at 8:45 a.m.
Floyd Harvell. And this is case number 2023 MM 257.
PD appointed.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Your charges are failure to register as a convicted felon. Probable cause has been established. You do not qualify for PTR because you are out on bond. Bond in this case will be set at $2,000. Conditions will be no return to the night's inn, no drugs, weapons, or firearms. Court will also revoke your prior bond. In case number 2022 CF 3426. Yeah, thank you, sir. It was $2,000.
Next court date on demand.
Ma'am, for the no return to the night inn, we would ask for him to be able to return. He does have some personal property there.
So I'll allow him to, does he live there? I was trying to figure it out from what I read.
My mom says that,
You,
And given that this is just a failure to register case with no other crime attached to it, might I inquire as to why there's a no return now?
That's what was on the arrest warrant issued by the judge that signed it, so it was a no return.
I don't mind taking that condition off, counsel.
Thank you, ma'am. We would ask for that. Excuse me, Your Honor? I see that there's another case, 22 CF 3425.
She already revoked the bond and set it at zero.
Actually, no. So, sorry, this is Judge Sanders Morency speaking. So 22 CF 3426, that bond was revoked and set at zero. 22 CF 3425 should also be revoked and set at zero as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Case number 2023 MM0342, be Amanda Williams Miller.
PD appointed, and the victim is present and will speak.
Come on up, sir.
Read her charges. Ma'am, you're charged with violation of a domestic violence injunction.
Yes, ma'am.
Probable cause has been established.
Sir, go ahead and raise your right hand and be sworn by him, Madam
Do you
Clerk.
solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sir, state your name for the record. And how do you know the defendant? And don't tell me anything about what happened. Just let me know, do you wish to have contact with the defendant? Anything else you'd like to tell us?
Any questions, State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, ma'am.
All right, so the conditions are, the bond will be set at $7,500. No contact, direct or indirect, with the victim. I will allow you to, I don't believe you have any property. No return to the scene. I don't believe she has any personal property.
Yes, I believe that they live separately
Right.
already. So,
It'll be no return to the scene.
to the eligible residence, correct?
Yes,
Thank you, ma'am.
Abide by the injunction.
right. No possession of firearms, drugs. Abide by the injunction that's already active and in place.
Yes, ma'am. No.
Thank you.
Next court date on demand.
Next case is 2023 CF 558.
PD approved.
Joshua Echezarreta. Looks like Echezarreta. That's Echezarreta. Or Hosu.
Do we have Josue present? Josue Echezarreta?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You're charged with petty theft. This is your third offense. Probable cause has been established. Actually, this is an arrest warrant.
No, don't say anything, sir.
This warrant was issued to me, but they didn't report me, tell me where this crime was committed.
All of that will be provided to you, sir.
So the bond is $1,500. Will stay at $1,500. Conditions: no return to the store or contact with the employees. Let me see where it is. Hold on. Rack Room Shoes located at 3211 Rolling Oaks Boulevard, Kissimmee, Florida, 34747.
I don't know what it is, but I remember going to the right.
Well, you can tell that to the trial judge when you have your hearing, okay? So the bond is set at $1,500 and the conditions is no return to that address, sir. All right? Thank you.
Next court date on demand.
Case number 2023 CT 814 and 2023 CT 815, Jorge Alvarado.
Be appointed.
And ma'am, defense does have a probable cause argument for one of the charges,
Okay.
Which one would that be?
attaching attack.
All right, Mr. Alvarado, you've been charged with operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license and attaching a tag that's not assigned to the car. Probable cause has been established. However, the public defender has a challenge to the second charge.
Yes, ma'am.
You may
In
proceed.
regards- In regards to the second charge, there is no indication within the police report itself that the tag attached is not the one that is assigned to it, nor is there any indication that Mr. Alvarado was the one that attached that tag if it was wrongly attached. So we would ask for no probable cause to be found in regards to the attachment of the tag.
State, would you like to be heard?
No argument, Your Honor.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
Or court will find no probable cause in the second charge. So I'm going to release the defendant on his own recognizance on 23 CT 815 only. On the other case, 23 CT 814, he qualifies for PTR.
Any objection, state, right, PTR?
No, Your Honor.
So he'll be direct PTR on 23 CT 814. Okay, please do not drive unless you obtain a valid driver's license, sir. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next court date for 23 CT 814 and 815, March 14th, in court room 5B at 8:30 a.m.
Okay. 2023 MM 419, Jeremiah Feliciano.
Be appointed.
Mr. Feliciano, you've been charged with trespassing on property. Probable cause has been established. Defendant does qualify for PTR.
Any objection, state? For direct PTR in this case?
No objection.
Conditions, Mr. Feliciano not to return to 5720 West Illo Bronson Highway and no contact with any of the employees, notwithstanding your father, I believe, but not at the property. You can speak with your dad out, away from the property, not on the property. All right? Thank you.
Next court date on demand.
Two cases, 2023 MM 420 and 2023 CF 564. Samuel Furtick. Oh, actually, this needs to be reset. I'm sorry. I see it.
Would you like to reset when available or for tomorrow?
When available.
All right.
Oh, that's the city case, that's with MOE.
All right. Casey Jonas.
We did not receive an affidavit, so I'm not sure if he qualifies.
And ma'am, I have a PC argument for this as well.
You can go ahead and make your argument.
PTR also wants to update that he does not qualify for PTR any longer
Okay. Why is that?
because the defendant is not
Okay, thank you. And what is your PC argument, defense?
Well, they only issued this as a traffic ordinance violation with no statute attached, nor any way to discover which particular traffic ordinance that he is violating. So we would ask for him to be released on his own recognizance.
State?
State would, I mean, I can try to look this up, but we can, I can request a reset to try to get the actual ordinance. I'm sure it's the one that has to do with panhandling among cars that are having to swerve out of your way, but I don't know what that is offhand.
And we would have an objection to that, as it has already been over 24 hours since Mr. Jones has been arrested, considering that this arrest occurred yesterday at 10:30. And the fact that the officer revoked a bad report is not good cause for an additional 24 hours for the state to establish probable cause.
All right, so court's gonna release the defendant on his own recognizance.
Any court dates, Madam Clerk?
On demand.
There was no PC.
Just
Rafael Galarza. That's
city appointed.
That's case number 2023 CF 565. Good afternoon, Mr. Galarza.
Good afternoon.
Being charged with burglary of a unoccupied conveyance, possession of burglary tools, and resisting arrest without violence. Probable cause has been established.
And ma'am, I do have a probable cause argument for the second charge of this, the possession of burglary tools.
Okay, go ahead.
Again, this lists a flashlight at night as the only other items that he had with him was black shoes. He's wearing clothes and has a flashlight at night. There's no other indication that he had anything such as something to break a window or perhaps anything to pick a lock. There's no indication that any kind of burglary tools existed within the four corners of the document.
I would argue that going into the PC determination on that count are the facts that support the other counts as well of crouching among vehicles and trying door handles that would lead law enforcement officer to believe that the flashlight was, in that instance, a burglary tool.
The court's gonna find probable cause for that charge, defense. The bond for the burglary charge is $3,500. Bond for the possession of burglary tools is $200. And the bond for the resisting without arrest is $100. Conditions are no return to the scene, no weapons, no firearms, no contact. Let me see if there was anybody. No contact with the other defendants. Thank you.
Next court date on demand.
Victor Martinez Merced, 2023 MM 421.
And he refused. He is currently toxic and is unavailable.
We'll go ahead and reset. We'll reset until he's available.
Thank you. All right. Janelle Roman, 2023 CF 566.
City appointed.
He refused. That is all the information that I have.
So court's going to take it as a waiver. Court finds probable cause has been established. Bond will be stayed at $250 for count 1, $500 for count 2, $5,000 for count 3, $500 for count 4, Conditions is no firearms or weapons or ammunition. No return to the scene. And no contact. I just want to say. Thank you. I have nobody to say thank you to.
Next court date on demand.
Next case, Martin Sanchez, 2023 CF 567.
Duly appointed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sanchez.
Good afternoon.
You're being charged with burglary of an unoccupied conveyance and possession of burglary tools.
And a good man, for the record, I raised the same argument that within here, there's no indication that there are any tools in Mr. Sanchez's possession that would be marked as burglary tools.
Right. Instead, you have the same argument.
Same argument, this defendant actually had the addition of black gloves with the flashlight.
Court's gonna find probable cause on all charges. The bond on the burglary charge is $3,500 and $200 on the possession of burglary tools. We no return to the scene, no contact with the other defendants, no firearms or weapons or ammunition. Thank you.
Next court date on demand.
Jesus Montalvo, and this is 2023 CF 569.
Duly appointed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Montalvo.
Good afternoon.
You're being charged with petty theft and burglary of an automobile or other conveyance. Court has found that probable cause has been established. Bond on the first count is $100. Bond on the second count is $2,500. Conditions is no contact with the victim, no return to the scene, no firearms, no weapons, no ammunition. All right? Thank you, sir.
Next court date on demand.
All right. These hearings are adjourned. Thank you.
Pleasure to work with you, ma'am. Have a good one. Thank you.